That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on, with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative. Regurgitating the same old, every single day without the truth. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first two episodes, the second season.
We are on the site of the castle,
and it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
Do you know what? It was more harder getting on here tonight than it was Liverpool signing a player. Honestly. Blimey. And Paul Jason was halfway between Leicester and Liverpool. And I would never have got in without him, to be honest. But anyway, I'm sorry, it was just out of my hands. It was out of Jason's hands. It was out of fucking everybody's hands, to be honest. But nevertheless, I'm here. And do you know what I'm fed up with? I was watching today some people. I was watching this fella in particular. I don't know his name. He just comes on and he says, if you want more Liverpool daily detail, information or news, just press subscribe and like, this fella. And I'll never forget him. It was months ago. He was talking, honestly, he was talking about the liver bird. And do you know what he called it? And you could tell he's not a fan, a supporter, knows nothing about Liverpool. He just reads what that Fabrizio Romano says, that Ornstein says, and everybody else says. He just reads it, if you know what I mean. And all he wants is subscriptions and likes. And that's the sad thing. These are un-Liverpool fans, because I'll tell you, folks. Do you know what he called the liver bird? You're not going to believe this. He called the liver bird the liver bird. Liver, as in liver and onions. So you could tell that he's just there reading up, because he knows that Liverpool is a massive fan base. And he's just you can tell he's reading off what Ornstein is saying, what Fabrizio is saying, and everybody else is saying, and reading from the papers. He used to come on, you know what I mean? I used to see him, and that's when he said liver, the liver bird, liver, honestly, the liver bird. And I went, you're phony. I've never heard any Liverpool supporter in my entire life, and I go back to the Stone Age, calling the liver bird a liver bird. And he didn't say it once. It wasn't a Freudian slip. He said it a few times during that podcast. So he knows Liverpool has a massive fan base, and that's all he does. is go on. I could talk about Real Madrid. Get on there and be news about Prince Arnold. Can I tell you? They'd be made up. Do you see what I mean? So I don't like people like that. I don't like phony supporters. I really don't. They'll live a bit. That did me. That did me. I'm sorry. Right, the vlogs. Oh yeah, look, he's on. So he's entered. There he is. Darryl, I never even got your message, to be honest. I've been busy trying to do this, and Darryl says, "Don't get excited. Rate's never happening." It's like, do you remember last season when we said, have we signed anyone yet? Remember that? We were signing loads at the beginning of the season. Remember that? And I was saying, have we signed anyone yet? We signed anybody yet? Then we signed Federico. So again, look at Kerkez. Now there's Man City coming after him. Man City are coming after Kerkez. What does that tell you? This is why I think it's Darato, is it? He's in the background because he's cheaper. And everybody thinks that we've got Kerkez. I won't believe we've got anyone, said this before, this pod says it, until they're at the AXA, sitting there next to Slot, signing a piece of paper, and at the top it says contract. And then outside he holds up a shirt with the name on. See what I mean? That's the only time I'll believe anything. And you're getting loads. You're getting the lad from, what's his name? Alvarez, is it? From Atletico. You know, loads of talk about him. Remember Zubamendi? Think about it. The blogs, Lee. Hello, Frank. What did you make of the video clip of Trent watching our fans having a party at Brighton? That face told me he knows he made a mistake. Frank the goat. Do you know what? I don't know what, honestly, I don't know what happened. I just put it up. I just went live and bang, it went up. Green screen. Mike. Me. Amazing that Jockey is handing the title to Virgil on Sunday. I didn't know that. It's nice to see a green football pitch behind you. No answer to that. Do you know you've got no chance coming on Survivor? No one's got any chances. I just about got on myself. And I can't like send links or anything. Jason, and he's not even in the city. And he said, Dino said, even if that, what a lovely touch from the club to allow Mark McVeigh, dad of Owen, to bring out the league trophy. Oh, yeah. And then Alan Hansen to present it to the two greatest centre-halves in history of Liverpool. Yeah, totally agree with that. with Jockey being the last captain to lift the trophy in front. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I never thought about that. That's a cracker, that, you know. Can't wait until Sunday and Monday. It's going to be unreal. I'm not being funny, but I think Sunday, being there, Dino, it's going to be the most precious thing that you can witness, especially after all the setbacks we've had. I think that'll be more precious. You might think, oh, behave yourself, but than the Monday, because everybody will be there on the Monday. Everybody. Just like we were when we won the league. They were all outside, you know, the camera went on around the sound and the ground, and there's thousands outside when we won it. They were all celebrating. Brilliant. And you can imagine on the Monday, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. It really is, where everybody can get a glimpse of them. But Sunday is going to be a magical day. And I just hope that it's a sunny day like it has been today. I really do. For the lads. And Monday. That's a cracking comment, that, you know, thanks. The liver bird upon my chest. Yeah, the liver and onion birds upon my chest. They're absolutely ridiculous. Darryl says, surprised he never thought it was the eagle flight. That's what he said. You've got to be careful of these people. They just read. They memorize a few things and then read. And then regurgitate what's in the newspaper or on tweet, or what Fabrizio Romano was said, you know, or Ornstein. You know what I mean? Paul Joyce or any of them. That's all he's doing is repeat. Just for likes and subscriptions. Johan, sorry mate about last night for you. Good evening, Frank and legends of the chat. Let the floodgates of banter flow. I'm here for it all. No one's going to. You're a good lad. You're a good lad. You're a good lad. You're one of us. You're one of the family. So don't be worried. You might get the odd little banter off someone. But I tell you what, you're in a lot of trouble, you know. And that's coming from me. You're in a lot of trouble. I've never seen a Manchester United side. All right, you got to a final. But I've never seen a Manchester United side finish so low in the league. I did once when Zedder back-heeled a shot when he was playing for City. He went from United to City and he sent you down. That's the only time that he's been lower down I've ever seen. You came up, sustained yourselves, and then you're back down there again. At the foot of, not at the foot of the table, but I think you're 15th or 14th, I don't know. 4th from the bottom, 5th from the bottom. 5th from the bottom, never seen you like that. Ever. Wirtz is meant to be making a decision in the next 9 days, believe it's when yeah. Same as me. Same as me. Same as me, honestly. Like everyone, like Kirkers. Like Kirkers. Remember, everyone, we were in, at the start of the, coming up to the beginning of the season, we were, look at them, Zubimendi was the most talked about player, wasn't he? And that's why I kept coming on my pod saying, have we signed anyone yet? Or, on anyone else's pod. I know, like, it's next week is the opening day, isn't it? Is it next week? The 1st of June. Whenever that is. Oh, the Snapey. Sorry there, Snapey. Evening, Johan. You'll spare the sun undoubtedly this evening. Hello, one. That was only banter, that, Johan. You know that. Vert could end up like a Zubimendi last year, says Edward. Loads of build-up and then nothing. We could go back a few years. We could go back to the likes of when Shumani, Bellingham. Go back to them all. So you could go back to them all. All the ones that we've been interested in and never signed. Never signed. Trent did look gutted when the fans were celebrating, says Edward. Look, he doesn't play for us no more. He doesn't play for us. He's gone. He's gone. He deliberately ran his contract down. This is what gets me. Real Madrid, through another ear, told Trent in that ear, run your contract down and we'll sign. Madrid will sign. Do you understand? And he did. For all what we've given him. We made him a multi-millionaire. We put him where he is today. He had a dream, which is a load of bollocks now. If you have a dream, you try with all your might to fulfill that dream. Even if he was being made captain after Henderson went, instead of Virgil and Virgil vice captain, he would have still gone. He would have still gone. Because someone said on some, whatever it was, tweet, we should have made him captain and he would have stayed. No, he wouldn't have stayed. He would have gone. That was his desire. Then, someone mentioned about an interview he gave a few years ago. And he said, it was always my dream to play for Liverpool or Barcelona. Barca. Not Manchester, not Madrid. Barca. And then comes out, doesn't he, and says like the other week, it was always a dream for me to play for Madrid. So Liverpool offer Canate 22.50 a week. Take it or leave it, says Darryl. And Darryl's apologising for last night, he says. Sorry for last night, Johan. Chin up, pal. And Callum says, up the Spurs. Yeah, that was going around, wasn't it? This is a few days ago. The year of the bird. Mad that, isn't it? Even the Magpies who beat us. Now, where's Simon? Simon now. And he makes a very good point. I haven't read it yet. I've seen something. This summer is a big one. And I think Slot, I'm not being funny, Simon. Slot's got nothing to do with it. It's Edwards. This is Edwards and the Invisible Man, a fella named Richard Hughes. If they mess this up, we could start to go back and end up repeating Manchester United's mistakes. We can't allow this advantage just to pass up by. Okay, can I say there's something there, Simon? The last time we won the league, what had happened was we didn't sign anyone. We didn't sign anyone in the summer. When we won the Champions League, we didn't sign anyone. Because I'll tell you what the model is. If they're good enough to do this now, this season, this is like the owner's model. They'll be good enough to do it next season without buying. Now, if they start selling, they have to buy. They have to replace. I've been saying now for 18 months that Robertson should be replaced. I've been saying, and he should. It's no use having, like, say 38 games and having one or two is very good. That's it. It's been bang average. The decline, it's been there for all to see. Anyway, that's by the by. That's just Robertson. So we need a left back. We definitely need a right back. Now, what would FSG say? Well, you've got young Bradley. Everybody loves young Bradley, saying he's a better defensive player down. The lad who's leaving, Trent Arnold. See what I mean? And that's the way they look at it. If Jota goes, yeah, we have to buy another striker. If Nunes goes, which is likely, yeah, we have to buy another player. If Lucio goes, yeah, we have to buy another. So many strikers is that. Whereas we still need a defensive midfielder. And you're getting all these pods saying, look at this team, the possible team. They've fucking been doing it for ages, this. Every fucking season. And it really pisses me off. I always remember a team, who was it? When Bellingham was signing, Bellingham's going to play there. Yeah, piss all out. Fuck off. Because you knew that it wasn't going to be. You knew it wasn't going to be. Johan, we've been papering over the cracks for so long that the roof finally crumbled. Good analogy, that. Very good. Same as us, you know, we went through the same. Honestly. But with your, you know, your star, I don't know who your star players are, I'm being honest, Johan. And with no Champions League, with no Europe at all. I think that'd be an advantage to you, you know. No Europe, just concentrate on the league and getting into Europe. But you think any of your star players will want to leave because of no Europe? Because today you get footballers who just want to be on the world stage. That's all they want to be. They're not interested in club. They're not. You know what I mean? They're not interested in the club, loyalty or anything. It's been proved. You know, you could argue that Virgil van Dijk, which I totally agree with what I'm going to say, and Mo Salah are very loyal to the Liverpool Football Club. And you can't get any better than that. They have started well in the market, but I don't trust FSG. We start well in the market every season, every summer. Remember the summer watch yet? But we still need a right back, you know, even if they say Liverpool is fantastic. You know, won the league, and we're going to buy it. And Bradley is, you know, there's no problem with Bradley taking over Trent. Yeah, agree. But we need backup. We need backup for him. Because he's injury prone. And when he's out for a long time. It's what people keep forgetting. I love Bradley, but he's still a bit naive. He's still a bit inexperienced, you know. And you've seen that the other day, didn't you? Anyway, Simon says, I subscribed a few weeks back. Been watching your Liverpool history YouTube clips. Learns a lot. Love you. Do some more if you're able to do so. Well, I've got this. I've got a wonderful friend of mine, and he's doing some film work for me now. What I mean by film work, you know, he's not standing in front of the camera and going, "Hello, everyone, how are you?" He's not doing that. He's just filming what I've told him to film. And come August or something like that, I'll be going out myself, and it's going to be good, Simon. Even if I say so, it's going to be good. It's going to put Liverpool in a great light. And he knew. I said to him, because he came down to see me last week, and I said, I don't want overcast. I want it sunny. You've got to film on the sunny days. He went, I should have done it last year, actually, but he was very busy. So thank you for that, Simon. And yeah, look out for it. We're just putting it on YouTube. Well, I'm just putting it on YouTube. Just putting it on YouTube. The only thing that, you know, I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about history. I'm talking about architecture. I'm talking about a lot of, but Liverpool and Everton will come into it. I've got to mention them. Because not only is our history, you know, great scientists, great engineers, great architects, great everything, medicine, you name it, physicists, you know, the fabric of our culture. But so is two football clubs. So they'll be mentioned, but not in more detail as, say, Preston Holland, for example. Sir James Chadwick, for example. Do you see what I mean? So it's people like that I'll be talking about. These wonderful people, these buildings. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be doing the American connection as well. Great American connection, which will be incredible. Not just one connection, a load of connections. So this is what I'll be talking about. And hopefully, you know, get some archive of America, see what we did here in America. Well, thank you for that. Really, I mean it. Snapey. Hang on a minute. What's that? I got past something. Oh no. Oh, Toscana. Mamma mia. Oh, Toscana. Oh, Toscana. Commiserations, Johan, MUFC. I thought Bruno Fernandes was the difference between the teams, but he didn't turn up, and neither did the others. Cesar, beautiful Toscana. And she's right. That's a nice comment to give Johan. And Snapey says, Johan has broad shoulders. Seems a proper lad. Kudos to you, Squire. R.I.P. The flowers of Manchester. And Yusuf. Only way United come back as if the Sheiks by them. Jim Ratcliffe, 8-1. He's one of the richest men in this country, Ratcliffe. You know this, Yusuf. As a Liverpool fan, all people know this. If you've got the right manager in place, you can do something with the team. You've got to have the right manager. Thing is, Simon, Pops has a bad arm and can't do it regularly all the time. With the DVDs. How are we, Frank, lad? The Reds are champions, says Scott Williams. Hey, Scott, yes. Just been talking about it. One of the lads, he was saying about he can't wait for Sunday. And I said it's going to be one of the most exciting times in the history of Liverpool. Because when we won it the last time to an empty stadium. But this time, everybody will be in red. Everybody. My little granddaughter came down to me yesterday, and I bought her a Champions shirt. She had it on. Looked lovely. And I never took a picture of it. So, never took a picture. Champions, yes. Paul Owen. 1990 was my year of the Bird, and I scored more than your Darwin will score in a lifetime. The other night, the last football show, Darwin, was it the football show, or was it my history show? I don't know what it was. Darwin the goat came on, because he goes missing, Darwin the goat. Toscana, Trent should have remembered all the investments in the club made in him. What he did doesn't say much about him as a man. Do you know what? That's a cracker, that. That is really a good comment. People are saying, oh, well, wish him all the luck and wish it. But it's the way he did it. Right at the very last moment, he said, I'm going to Madrid. And he's been doing it for 2 years. Not 1, 2. And Yusuf says, Robbo can't defend a pack of ants from a picnic anymore. Yes. You're right. And that's why we have to buy a left back. But instead of buying the best left back, we could end up buying a potential. And I don't want a potential anymore. I want the best for this club. Like every other club wants the best. Are you Frank? Says the king. Are you king? No regicide tonight, mate. No regicide. So you're safe. Dino. No money grabbing gobshite is gonna ruin Sunday. Trent is dead to me. The minute he said no longer wanted to play for Liverpool Football Club, that was it. See ya. Same as me, same for me, Dino. If you don't want to play for your boy club and have this dream of captaining, he would have been captain in 2 years. I'm telling you now, he would have captained the club. He could have been captain in the club to glory. He could have gone down the annals of legends like Alan Hansen. Couldn't he? Alan Hansen. No one gives much credit to Phil Thompson, you know, when he was playing. He's a scouser. Lifting up a European Cup, Championship Cup. Think about it. And Darryl says, we need to replace a lot. I'm fuming if they let Diaz go for Gordon, yeah. It's another bloody thing, isn't it? They're interested in him now. Again. Did you see him when he fucking scored against us? Doing all that to the badge, well, you can fucking kiss that all your life, mate. You're not going to kiss our badge. If I could give you 3 wishes on the future dynamic of LFC, what would... Come on, Simon. Me? 3 wishes, me. Okay, I'll give you 1 wish. To retain the league next season. With 1 caveat. If we win the Champions League 2, to make it a double. Is that okay, Simon? Darryl, what I don't get is fair enough. We have nearly got a left back. Nearly. A left back and a right back sorted. Nearly. That's the thing. Remember we were getting Zubimendi last season? Remember? And it was nearly. Nearly's are no good. As Frimpong signed, I know he can't sign it till. I don't believe anything until, as I said, they're in action. So we're going after the left winger. We have Lucho and Gakpo already. We need a number 9, possibly 2, and a defensive mid. Yes, agree. Entirely agree. And Darryl, again, we are 600 million in the green before fair play comes into play. We are comfortably well off and should attack this window. But 100 million on Wirt and 100 million on Alvarez, we can forget that. Exactly. Even Johan agrees. I agree, you guys need a proper number 9 to set you apart from the lot. So, you know, I like little young Jayden Downs. I really like him. I think he's good. But you can't throw him in and say, yeah, there's the finished product for next season. Callum. Genghis Khan can buy United and they still won't be back. Snapey. Amarin is I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Dilemma facing Jim Ratcliffe at the moment, yeah. Agree there, Snapey, lad. Johan, do you want Nunes? You can have him, mate, says Darryl. Nunes would be better on the continent somewhere. That's where his type of play, missing the. Well, he could ever forget Mo Salah's miss. Oh, did you see De Bruyne's miss as well the other night? Last night or the night before? See his miss. I think he's going to the States, De Bruyne. You don't have the budget to sack. We don't have the budget to sack Amarin. We're still paying Ten Hag his release clause. That's it. Once you sign a contract, I'll take Darwin if you're given free any day. Captain Chaos. Says Johan. Yeah. There you are. There you are. No punches pulled there. And Simon says, do you think FSG are planning to stick around given rumours that Disney Equity are moving to try and find a buyer in the next 2 or 3 years? So do we end up with another Hicks and Gillette or Saudi money? Yeah, they're going to sell. I know that. They are going to sell. And they will. They were testing the water there a couple of years ago. Remember in the November? Yeah, I was selling the club and everyone was made up. And I mean everyone. Everyone. Even the FSG lovers. You pretend to love them. Yeah. And then you get the other side, a few of them saying, we don't want oil money. They don't realise that the likes of FSG, they're a big conglomerate. They've got other franchises besides sports. Right? And the bank, right across our shirt, Standard Chartered. Have you any idea what they're involved in? And you get our fans going, all right. And they fucking talk about, I've mentioned this loads of times, they talk about human rights. They make fucking big bombs and missiles. Oh, I guess where they're being dropped. They've just become mates with a fella named Al-Jalani. Who's Al-Jalani, you might say? Al-Jalani. There was a $10 million reward. Jalani is known for killing American soldiers. And they're not fucking boss with him. Great game. Just look at Gaza. I know this is a football game, but you're asked, about oil money. And as I said about human rights, what about the fucking human rights about our owners? And what they're involved in? And who they're involved with? Look at you've only got, look up Chartered Stamp. And unfortunately, it's only the oil money that could do anything. They can pay wages, they can buy players. You've only got to look at Man City. They proved it. But what they were winning every season, Paul Owen to Johan. It might be bad at Man U, but you'd be better off with Maguire up front than Van down. Porter Simon, rich Arabs will be the only ones capable of buying the club when FSG sell. Yeah. I forget who it was offered, I think it was 6.5 billion last year. Excuse me. I'm sorry about this. The eyeball's terribly itchy. You know, with this thing I've got, this eyeball. I can see further, you know. Yeah. If they do, and they will, then you'll have them on the steps of St. George's earlier. We don't want that. Good evening, everyone, says the Anfield row. Evening, Anfield. Good to see you. Oh, you've missed loads. Anfield. Just had your Moby and he's got off. He said, I'm not going to sit with you with that green screen behind you, Frank. I'm getting off. So I said, okay. Because what he wanted, like, you know, a beach with palm trees and turquoise water. That's what he wanted. A couple of decks here. Because he wanted the background. It's the end of that. Simon says, come on, Frankie, I thought you were going to give me 3. Mine back and base. I'll give you 3 if you want. Do you know what I want? I'd love another wish. And I've been saying this for yonks. Do you know our ground, you know, is always like 61,000. I was at a football match, Liverpool, as a young lad, kid, and we were playing in a cup match, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and we broke the capacity record, and it's never been achieved since, and that was 62,000. I was there. Little man kid being crushed. Me. So you've got like our ground where you've got the you know, the Annie Road end. I think it's great, you know. And you've got the you know, the main stand going into it, and also the Kenny Dalglish. Why didn't they fucking round the corners? And we could have had a capacity easily of 65,000. Why don't they, you know, people are saying, oh, we can't, you know, with the tightness of the copper, you know, we can't go out. We can. Do what the Italians do. Do what the Spanish do. Build a tunnel over the road. Bring it up. Bring it out. Bring the cop out. So easy. You might think it's, but it is. It's easy. Just bring the cop out. Do a double tier. The cop there. Put a fucking bigger one on top of it, going right up. Just like the Annie Road end. And then round it off to the Kenny Dalglish and the main stand, just like that. Have a fucking round stadium, for God's sake. You've got a little square thing. You remember when FSG came, we're going to build a ground? You know, like Ixon's Gillette, going to build the ground. I'm glad they didn't, to be honest. I'll tell you for why. Ixon's Gillette. Remember they were putting the spades in Stanley Park? Remember that? Loads of bollocks. And we were only building a 50,000 seater stadium. And every side, you know, every corner you could see out. It was ridiculous. The worst thing was for 50,000. If anyone remembers that, the worst plan. And when I'd seen this one, the Annie Rose, I didn't like it. I said, why don't we round it up? For more spectators, for more fans. Just round the two corners up. Get a few thousand in there. No, results. Right, Simon. Kick out the bootlickers and instill some passion like the Catalans and Basques do. Are you surprised? I am. That Xavi took the Real Madrid game, even playing for them, when he went to play for them. I was very surprised because he's a Basque. Good shout, that, Simon. I know, says Tal. You're not buying into the Vert bullshit, are you? Do you know? United's big concern is whether to cancel the BBC or go ahead with it. That is a concern because it's going to cost a lot of money. The Anfield Road, Harold Murray, I'm trying to be controlled by it, but I don't think this fan base can take missing out on another big name target. If a player wants a club like Hussein wanted Madrid, then one, not two. Then it's one, not two. Yeah, I said that, didn't I? I said it weeks ago. I said he's not coming here. I said he was going to Madrid. I did say that. And I'm no fucking football agent either. You can tell he's going to come and he isn't. Darryl says, some of our fans really pissing me off saying we are, look at too into Vert steel. No. Do you mean FSG into the Vert steel? Was the same with Bellingham and Zubamendi and Shumani. We know what happened there. There's a few other players as well, don't forget. Youngfield. Darryl, I'm more interested on defensive reinforcement, seeing as though our current move we have been piss poor, and then a central striker. I reckon if Wirtz is done, then they'll renew Diaz and play him. Al Jelani goes by Ahmed El Shar. Yeah, I know. It was the Americans told him. He said, get rid of your thing, you know, whatever they wear on the head. Get rid of all this thing, whatever they fucking wear over it. Put on a suit, trimmed his beard, made him, cut his hair, put a tie on. That's America. Al Qaeda. The boss of Al Qaeda. Think about it. Boss of ISIS. Think about it. Exactly. Kanate is piss poor with VVD holding his hands, and he isn't worth 250k. No chance. Well, there'll be fucking no one here then, will they? I like Kanate. And he's a little stalwart. Anyway, Darryl, you can add Casado and the Saints player who went to Chelsea. What about Lavia as well? There's loads. fucking. Remember, we were in for Mason. Don't all start shouting at me when I say that. We were in for Mason Mount. We were in for him. We were in for every fucking one. Everyone. Who was that? Well, yeah, that German lad. Paul always says that German. Who was he? Oh, his name came to me there. Plays for Chelsea. Yeah, he went to Chelsea. Darryl said, Werther's going to choose Bayern. You can sense it. This is for him. Is all to drum up more wages there. As for Canate, without Virgil, he is nothing special. And I wouldn't be forced if he went. But we'd have to replace him. Who are you going to replace him with? This is the problem we've got. This is the problem we've got, honestly. Have I missed anyone out? Any comments? Spot on, Raw, but there isn't enough CBs out there that we're well classed. The nearest defender for me, he could be available, is Branthwaite, someone, but we will never get him because he's a no. It's not because he's a blue nose. It'll cause ructions. Get that fucking Anthony Gordon. Johan, MUFC. You all right, lad, says the Anfield Row. That's nice, that. We're all thinking about you, you know, Johan. But not all like other fucking things. What's his name? Houghton. Craig Houghton. Is it? Whatever his fucking name. That Irish lad. Anfield's agenda, is it? And he's sitting there like that, laughing at Manchester United. No. According to Kieran Maguire, the specialist in football club accountancy, his opinion on Liverpool is this. Liverpool have plenty of money. Their cash flow is well exceeding 350 million. Shareholders have loved that. And Simon said, Frankie, I love your honesty, but it sounds only a minority of true Red fan podcasts like yours. Anfield's agenda and cop talk are not afraid to speak out. Why can't we have the ruthlessness of Madrid? I've said it, Simon, I'm sure I have. The sly they are. They are an elite establishment club. We don't like them because of that. Now they can demand anything without paying for anything. That's the problem that we have. What I mean by that, Simon, is that they're looking at, who else are they looking at? I forget who they're looking at. To run the contracts now. Because they're planning for 2 years hence. They look at a player, if he's worth it, you know, who's got a 2-year contract, and the younger enough, say like the 23, they'll ask them to run the contract down, and then when they're 25, they're coming into their peak. And this is how they do it, without spending money. And the King of Spain is one of the biggest supporters. It's like you being a supporter of Liverpool, or Johan being a supporter of Manchester United, or anyone who supports them. Anyone. And when you get the likes of Xabi, you know, one of our great players, Liverpool great players. I loved Xabi Alonso. You know, he went from Bayern to play for them. Now he's the manager. He's a Basque. He's a Basque. No disrespect to Johan. It's like when Michael Owen went to United. That was the end of it. No one wants to know. No one wants to know. So the likes of the Catalans, for example, and the Basque region, Atletico Bilbao, they won't want to fucking know him. They'll call him a traitor for going to Real Madrid. Not just playing for them, but managing them. I seen Sammy Lee and I said, why the fuck did he go to Everton? It's work. The fucking fat Sam. And now he's on LFC TV going. He was alright, Sammy, when he played for us. Didn't give a fuck about him going anywhere else after he was dumped here. And he went with a big fat Sam. Then he went to Everton. Frankie, yeah, so that's it. It is the rootlessness of Madrid. And we have said it before. It's an establishment club. Snapey. The steel sanctions. Oh yeah, stanchions, not sanctions. I was thinking about Russia then and all the sanctions on them, but they still turned out troops. Excuse the pun. The steel sanctions on which I've got my reading glasses here as well. I should wear them, but I won't be able to see the comments. Would you believe? The steel stanchions on which the COP was built as the facility to extend, yeah or no, come out. They come out. Believe it or not, Stay, I was, forget what, but I was up there and I was talking to a couple of builders. Now, do you know is it the Albert? What's the fucking pub on the corner? The name of it. It's not is it the Albert? And they offered the Albert at the time to put it inside the ground. He said, we'll build out and we'll put your pub inside. And he said, no. Never forget that. And I was talking to one of he must have been an engineer or so. And he said, well, that, and he just showed me the one on the left. He said, that can be pulled out if you want to expand. He said, and that also, but it'll just be straight. And that's who told me about the tunnel. He said abroad, he never said Spain or Italy. He just said abroad, they have tunnels that are coming out from ground so that, the road's not affected. That's what he said. So what do you know about the stanchions? And there was an architectural precondition in 1994 when the old one came down, extending the COP would be structurally viable. There you go. The instead have sorted it. Only got to get hold of that engineer from 1994. I forget what I was up there for, but oh no, I was teaching. I was actually teaching. And I went up there for something after we clashed and I went pulled in. Not in the ground, but on the left there as you're passing it. I learned it. Scotland. Hi Frank, I suspect some of the old crowds were bigger than the official figure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, easily. Like they were 70 up. Oh, my arms gone again. Yeah, because I think it was, I don't know whether it was 73 or 74,000 at Goodison once. But it's all health and safety now, isn't it? But our ground could have been, bigger, easily bigger. And the Kenny Dalglish stands, they're saying, oh, we can't go any further. Fuck off, I can. Just put it back. Have you seen the size of that car park? And you got to come out, build it up again. See that? Like, there's the stand, this one here. There's the car park as you're going in. Yeah. And all the little cars and all the people walking around. Yeah. So you've got your stand. Just come up like that. What's fucking wrong with that? That's the Kenny Dalglish stand. Make it bigger. You can fill the ground. And remember when they said we're going to build the grounds, but in an American accent. And I said at the time, they're not going to build a fucking ground. And he went, no, it'll be cheaper to build a stand. And he built the main stand. So you're right there, State. Official figures, unofficial figures. It's like the Irish. When they talk about the 1845 famine, and they came out with 750,000 deaths officially. Unofficial, it was fucking 3 million. And Johan says, I wouldn't sanction a campfire, let alone a barbecue at Carrington after last night. Glad you can laugh there, Johan. The outfit. I like the trophy lift for us. A great club. To be handed the trophy by a real great Alan Hansen. Proper legends, you see. Is a massive touch by the club. I like that style. And also giving the Heysel Disaster Memorial a new place, yeah. I didn't know that. See, people think that we forget about that. No, we forget, forgotten about. We haven't. Never forgotten. And Amiti Italiani, Popova, the supporters who died in Morte. We don't forget that. And we get fucking branded wherever it, don't we? Simon says, I look at Barca's setup at the team Hansi Flick has built up. Why can't we be like this? We are the biggest team in England. The fans for too long have accepted mediocrity. We need the desire. We have got the desire though. But you've got fucking other little groups of them stopping you from saying anything. Or you get called a fucking arsehole, or you're a plastic supporter. I fucking told that I was a plastic supporter by these fucking kids. Who's been supporting Liverpool since we won the fucking league first, in their lifetime, a few years ago. You see what I mean? You've got the likes of, look, no one's more passionate than us, and I'm talking about this here on the chat. I'm talking about these people on the chat. I'm as passionate as fucking any of them. Not any of them, I mean, on the chat, I mean, you know, any of them who call us out. I get called fucking negative. The fella came on, I don't know who he fucking is, and went like that, you know, we've just won the league, you know, and this is only last week. I don't know what they want us to do, you know, I could go around wearing a championship fucking thing all the time and go, we won the league, yeah, that's fucking great, you know. I could do that all the fucking time, but we're not like that. We're talking about next season. They fucking can't get it in their heads. We want to build on it like every other fucking season. That we've won something and we don't. By that is, we don't build on the success. You've only got to look at Jurgen Klopp. Won everything. Could have won more if there would have been more investment. Simple as that. We were the best in fucking Europe. Could have beat anyone. We should never have been beaten by Real Madrid. The fucking Kiev. They fucking done the dirty on it. They knew Mo would have run riot and sell that fucking big oath. Pulled him down, broke his fucking shoulder. Nothing got done to him. Nothing. Upset the old team though. After Mane equalised. Fucking Carrius. This goalkeeping signing ever. Fucking useless. Lost us the cup. Lost us. Lost me train of thought. We have got desire, mate, but there's only a few of us. There's only a few of us. Johan says, to Enfield, I'll say to you, biggest problem is losing the Gill Cup structure and the Fergie system that kept the scouting system going. And for me, trying to change too many managers too quickly without them bedding in. Same as Everton. You look at the managers Everton have had in the last 10 years. Fucking great managers. And they've got a failure back. Would you accept, put it this way, if Jurgen Klopp went to Manchester United and he wanted to come back to us, would you have accepted that? Fucking chance. And they've accepted a man who walked out on Everton. Even the chairman, Bill Kenwright, was crying. And they went back. The Evertonians are. That's how fucking desperate they are. Good shout there on field about the Man U. Do you know Zubimendi turned Liverpool down because he didn't want to walk out? He's gone. You can't say that. Giving them time to find a replacement. Bellingham was never coming to Liverpool. He was grooming the rat from West Derby to join him. As for Wirtz, I can't see it. As for Wirtz, I can't see it. But if the club are making as much of a noise as they are, then I hope some inclination that he's open to us. Because if not, we're going to look rather stupid. We fucking did look rather stupid after the Casino and Lavia thing to me. I don't forget that. and it won't enhance FSG's. FSG's never fucking enhance me. Ever, Dino. Simon says the Anfield Road. The La Messiah is a model we should have, but quite frankly, our academy system has failed. A lot of money goes into it, but results are rare, and it's a shambles. And good of them. So I've been watching them. And that'll see you, and what owner doesn't pay for staff to go to a cup final? I'm on fair play to him for paying for staff to go out of his own pockets. I respect that. I think if Bill Shankly or Bob Paisley was getting the money that these are getting, they was a paid for every final, our fans. They was a paid for every, yeah, get over there, I'll pay for that. But that is a great gesture. Dino, that Craig from Anfield's agenda is a bad bell. In Klopp's penultimate season, he was screaming for Klopp and Salah to go. I know that. Bad gobshite. He blocked me for giving him a response laden with expletives. The fat ballsy C. Thing is, he's here tomorrow night, or Saturday, no, tomorrow night, I think. Or Saturday night, I'm not quite so sure. Along at the Comedy Club. It's only a longer here from me. He had to go at me. He said about, I'm going back this season, last season, I think, or season, who he'd like. And he said, you know, and he said, that Brantwaite hit. And I said, do you expect Liverpool to go after an Evertonian? And now, you haven't a fucking clue how bitter the Blues are against us if he came. And he gave him about what happened to what's his fucking name? Who's the last player who came over from Everton? Little fella. And he scored against them in the derby at Anfield, Ed. But anyway, and the taxi driver got him and he put him in and he locked all his doors and he left him out in the middle of nowhere. That was a blue, that. Calling them all the season, every goal. So these fucking people haven't a fucking clue. Where his names come from, as usual. Yeah, we have averaged 2.5 years per manager post Fergie's. No stability, I don't like Ferguson, you know, Johan. He said some terrible things about us, you know. And I mean really bad things. It all comes from ownership. We used to sign players based on Instagram followers. Fucks. Why shouldn't we have our fans? The face. There was one player I wanted. Well, he was at Zubamendi, I would have loved him. But this season, Incapi. Because Incapi can play two positions. Left back and left-sided centre-back. Fuck that. Anfield, yeah. Took club 5 years. You can't just do it in a couple of seasons. And people will say, well, what about Arnie? He's only done one. But it wasn't his team. It wasn't his team. You guys complain about FSG, but imagine buying a club with a loan from a bank you own and leverage the debt on the club's assets while taking dividends from the club's profits to pay it. I've said it all along, Johan. He bought us for 3 million, and you're getting fans who are saying, "Look what they've done for us." And I go, "What? They saved us from administrators. Fuck off. You don't know." Go and ask the Royal Bank of Scotland. Was Liverpool going into administration? They just said no. He would have never have gone into administration. Well, FSG saved us. No, they didn't. Anyone could have saved us. No, well, anyone could have bought us without saving us. I could have bought them. I could have borrowed the money of the Royal Bank of Scotland and said, everything that's coming out now, we pay it back at so much. And you could take a big profit as well. Big percentage. What the paper. And if I wanted to build a big stand, I said, yeah, I'm fucking calling the airtines off as well. I want it rounded. Borrow the money. Because we've got it. The revenue. So easy. And I'm not a businessman. Madrid get Trent free. Trying to get Ebo for free. Trying to tap up Macca and now infiltrate. I hate Madrid more than City, United and all of them. Granted, FSG aren't ideal owners, but I wouldn't wish Glazers on. I'm telling you now, Johan, honestly, Glazers give the money to the managers to buy. Our fucking owners don't. If we had the Glazers and when Klopp wanted to buy players, yeah, what you want? I remember them buying Pogba for 80 million. Marino said, I want this player, he's great. How much is he? 80 million. Yeah, I get him. No qualms, no nothing. Have you got him? Paul Pogba. Paul Anfield. We might have not won anything in the first 5 years under Jürgen, but it was a bloody great football. So yeah, we knew though, didn't we? We actually knew what direction we were going in with it. But it took fucking 5 years of trying to build a team because there was no fucking investment. We still sell to buy club. That's what it was all about. Still are. And the other one. Even Pep needed a season and a half to get going. Yeah, because they have players in mind. They have players in mind. I tell you, a great chairman of Liverpool was David Moyes. But he fucked his legacy up by selling to Exxon Gillette. He He had the cop fucking built. He built. He had the Annie Rose ends, you know, before it's just been rebuilt. It had a stand on it. And the Kenny's Dalglish. He had all that done. And he was still buying players. He just loved Liverpool FC. Simon. Frankie, I might be on a minority, but after 30 years of it, I want LFC to stay top of the tree. We all do. Question is, why Alonso didn't come and ends up with Slot? If your ambition is Chiesa, why would you come? Question is, why Alonso didn't come and ends up with Slot? And we end up with Slot. I think he was told, look, we know that, look, here's what we know. There are two things. One, Xabi Alonso, Spanish, loves Liverpool. I'm telling you now, he loves Liverpool Football Club and he loves the fans. But if you're told that you can't bring any of your backroom staff or players, and that's the end, you're just there as a coach, then the Madrid, how would you like to become Madrid's manager in the next 18 months, year, whatever? There you go. And Slot was told the same. You can't buy anyone. Maybe it's a fucking good thing. That's all. It ends up with a load of Feyenoord players. No, you're not in a minority. I want the best for Liverpool. That's why we keep saying. Look, Jürgen would have won. I'm saying it now. At least another 2 Prems. He would have won another 2 Champions Leagues. I'm saying that. But he wasn't given the funds to do so. He wanted certain players and he couldn't get them. Believe me, he wouldn't allow them. And for Paul Owie, exactly, it was so refreshing seeing crap players on, I'd seen that man's name, suddenly go, we will buy into this. We will run around. I see the similarity in the PSG side. They all wear Arsenal. I just don't think to fuck them, you know, the PSG. He made up what they did. Made up. Johan says the Anfield Road, plus 450 million in had that Pep that lot Manchester City, worst thing to happen to football, manufactured money, laundering pricks. They had to spend 1.6 billion to stop Klopp. Yep. Just imagine a third of that money going to Jürgen. 1/3 of it. 1/3 of 1.6 million. Oh. 1 point. Not even a third. Even Don Franco, hope you're spiffing gold shop. Yes. We're all right, except for this fucking pain that keeps it coming back to me. I'm all right, old and out. I'm old and out. The King says, if Anfield was under, yeah. And I've been there with my granddaughter. I've only seen a cup match with my little Sophia. I'd love to see a league match before they go to the big pitch in the sky. When the new stadium on Stanley Park was in the offing, didn't cheapskates buy a fork? No, yeah, they did. They bought a fork. They went in, didn't they? Somewhat H&G did. It is what they did. But they had a spade. They fucking knew. They had no intentions of building a fucking big super ground. Fucking moaning now. They did the due diligence and brought in Buckingham, who's, I even said at the time, they fucking bringing them in before they're going bust. Due diligence, get the cheapest, they're fucking leaking. When the new stadium on Sterling was in the offings in the cheapskates play. No, I think they fucking borrowed us off someone's house in Skerries Road. You got a fork there telling these pair of twats. Bring it back for you, honest. And a Scouse pie from the shop over the road. The Anfield CEO. And that Pep had the nerve to complain about the size of his squad. Oh, before January, he was crying to the press saying, I need a player. We are short. I'm glad the Palace won. Salah, says Edward, said he's never been happier at the club. They must have said they're going to invest when he signs his contract. That was a bit of trouble with them, Mo. You know? The Anfield. What was it they said yesterday? All the trophies domestically have gone to teams with bird emblems. The Eagles, Magpies, the Liverbirds, and the Canaries. They win anything? And where's divorce and self-mutilation? I kind of feel like he's losing. Who's this? Is Pep divorced? You're talking about Pep? Joking that. Remember them scratches on his head and that cut? Maybe he got it over the head with the frying pan. Remember that? Oh. There's the capo. Yanks are Yanks to the CEO. It won't come out until there is a court case, just when Henry and the Sharks what they've been up to. FSG will join our away lads singing, Reds no money, but win the league. Been like that for fucking years. $40 million a year softens the old women not having this tea on the table after work. But I know, mate, I think Pep's playing mind games there. Says the King. You're right, lad. Didn't see you there. How are you? Says the Anfield to the King. Moyes went back and bought Fellaini as well and tried to sign Leighton Baines. Says Edward, no, He hasn't gone twice, has he? Gone back twice. I don't know. Maybe I haven't a fucking clue. Not interested. The King, says Anfield, we should have a stadium to match the Newcombe. Jimbo. Any updates on Fekir? You remember that? Forget them. And he has his fucking shirt on and everything. Sign up for Liverpool. And then he never signed. And it came out that he was suffering from injuries. And he fucking plays every game that season. Every game for that French club. Was it Lyon he played for? Every game he played. No injury. No the bollocks as usual. And look at Carabashela. An unknown quantity. An unknown quantity, for fuck's sake. Been following the lad for 3 years. Fantastic. Get him. I was made up. I knew that we wouldn't get him. You know, like, remember? Carabashela. And for Henry, and don't think it's fair because they see it as a factory. Get in young, loan most of them out, and then convince the clubs to buy them. But thank you, Dino. Yeah, Bambi, Nick Bambi. Fucking awful. I'm gonna go right down, boys. I'll have to catch up with you. That's a cracker. Sorry, I wasn't referring to you or the community's desire. Just too many fans. I've just accepted. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. This is why, you know, we were called negative because we were talking about next season. Just won the league, you know, what they want us to fucking do. But we never say, look, we were getting. We like to say, love to have this or that or the other, you know. But we never fucking do, yeah. Best wishes, lads. Hit the likes. Come on, Frank. I am big party tomorrow. Need the beauty sleep very much. Best wishes. You never walk alone with Oak says the couple. Thank you, boss. Thank you. Enjoy yourself tomorrow. Big party tomorrow. Also, I love the article in our new keeper. He said, I'm here to be Liverpool's next keeper for the next 10 years. Every day. To work with Alison is a great honour, and I will learn all I can. Mamadesh Billy. Simon. Not bypassing you, so Frankie totally agree. We have been lucky with Klopp. I bet he would have loved the money. The Glazers, he honestly, are blown away, just like Arteta at Arsenal. I hope Klopp gets a statue. Yeah, we haven't seen Bill Klopp a statue, have we? Bill Klopp a statue. He hasn't been on tonight. Mamadashvili had a bad patch early in the season, but he's been top notch since February and looks top notch. I wouldn't mind Bastoni. See, I support the Azori, and he's fucking good. He's good. Forza Inter, Frankie versus, yeah, but you must admit they are fucking good team. Yeah. That Van der Ven clearance in the cup final last night was insane. Yeah, it was. It was. That was a great header as well, wasn't it? By the lad. He taught it. He taught that's in there. That was great. I remember Robertson doing something similar, you know. Was it him? Anyway. IBR, says the outfield. He is another talented player, isn't he? And Toscana, the lovely Toscana. And Leeds United's nickname is the Peacocks. Oh, yeah, another bit, yeah. Yeah, they got, yeah, promotion, yeah, you like that. I used to have a dog then in another life, a Doberman called Lennon. And he has a parakeet called Yoko. But that was in another life. I was in another life that I wouldn't be doing this tonight. What are you up to? I'm going in here to talk to the lads. You know. It wouldn't be like, I would go on. Do you want a cup of tea? The greatest tweet in my lifetime, says Johan, was John Henry's. What do you think they are smoking at the Emirates after the 40 million bid for Smara? Go away. Go away. That's what he said. Dylan_Kev. What's up, Frank? Been good tonight. Everyone's been talking about Cleveland's Clearwater Revival, Dylan. It's been brilliant. We went to see them Monday night. No John Fogerty though, because he died, unfortunately. But they were good. Not much though. Everything's up there, to be honest, Dylan, lad. And he's talking about the clearance was when I knew it was not going to be all right. It was insane though, as the lad said. Thank you for the night, says Simon. I'm reading out my messages. Appreciate your thoughts. Are you heading down to the parade on Monday? Weather looking a bit so-so. Are you doing watch-along? Yeah, I'm doing a watch-along. I'm in terrible pain at the moment. I was talking to my daughter, to be honest, Simon. And I was saying to her, I don't think I'll be able to go. I'm really in bad pain. But I've still got to give out this, haven't I? I've still got to give out this. Whoever wins it. That's the right way. That's the right way. Still got to give out this. Fantasy football. See me nails, look. It's the pain now. And I'll be giving this out after the CL. I haven't a clue who's winning this programme. The most solid autograph. Do you know what I've just noticed? It's all back to front, isn't it? Yeah, it's all back to front. I will leave you with this quote, Frankie. Liverpool was made for me, and I was made for Liverpool. If you can't make decisions in life, you're a bloody menace. Yeah. There are many Are you going, Anfield? Well, I say, I hope you're well, lad. Frank, to say the one more. How about that? You're the man. That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a great quote as well, Simon. Wonderful. Jan Hemmings. I all think Liverpool fans smoking. Some think they think we are going to sign Wirtz. Yeah, we've been talking about that, Jan, sweetheart. But we're all pragmatic here. And we've all got our little heads on as well. You know, we don't get carried away. I love Wirtz, don't get me wrong. Love him. Now, he comes out, we're not stupid, you know. We're really. I'm going to give you my answer in 10 days' time, all right? And he spoke like a Scotsman. We're going to give our 10 days. It's not all right? No, you fucking give your answer now, just like Trent did. 3 games before the end of the season. I'm going there. I saw John Fogerty live and was incredible. He was it, and he's still alive. That's his brother. Oh, his brother's there. Go away, he's still alive. Go away, you're seeing him live. Great guy. Rolling on the river. Oh, fantastic. The IBR impressed me, says the Anfield to the IBR. But that injury record is worrying. A lot of muscle and Achilles injuries. He is a walking time. But who's that? Nick Bambi. Caravashela we should have got. There was another one in the fucking pot, wasn't it? Buonanotte che Dio ti. Benedico. Say Simon. Say it's all Italian. Sera. Questa sera. Lingua italiano class. Impararmi. Lingua italiano. Stasera. Simon. Thanks, Simon. Come on, mate. Buonanotte, amico mio. IBR. Proud Mary. Oh, rolling. big weeds keep on. The thing is the bad moon, isn't it? The bad moon rising. Oh, the unfair. No, I'm here, Frankie. Be safe. You're over in that group, are you, me soon, girl, are you? You're not down. Some of the main things about some people, some fans, and wonderful comments is that we mean them. We mean them. Also, what we mean is not a matter of, how can I say this without sounding stupid? No one on here said we are getting. Nobody. We are getting. He'll be in a Liverpool shirt next year. We never say that. We don't put fucking things up. This is our team for next year. As other podders do. And said, wouldn't it be great though to have that? Fuck off. Well, I get them. No. Have you ever seen the rain up and around the bend? Fucking yeah. Have you seen the rain? I was watching, it was great as well, you know, a video, you know, them playing in the background. They weren't on. Have you seen the rain? It starts off, you might have seen it, and I think it's in New Orleans, empty, daytime, rations out, and you see a couple driving. So smashing things, you know, the rain. Oh. You know, other like shots as well of other people, not in there, you know, all over the place. There is. Elmo, love the song. Jan Ellings, we are realistic to know it won't cease the unfair to. It won't be Florian Wirtz. It'll be Freddie Boswell knowing our records with big names. Each window they fuck around with this fan base staring us up. But we've got onto them. And if they do get, you know, if they do buy someone, we go, that's great. Don't forget we bought Comprato Federico Chiesa. Johan's going. Smash the likes and subscribe if you haven't yet. On the way out, legends. Take care, everyone. Oh, take care. Take care, brother. Johan. Lovely lad. A lot of Liverpool fans on YouTube, big transfers up and get stick because they don't sign. Yeah. You like that, Edward? And Jan says, Liverpool all talk, no action. Yeah. You're right, Jan. Should have joined us ages ago, months ago. And if you haven't subscribed to it, just subscribe to us. You'll be able to watch me on Watch Along on Sunday. But you're right there, Jan Hemmings. All talk. Wirtz has given his word, Frank. John's still crying about the hole in his wallet, says Elmo James. Wirtz has given his word that he's going to come to Liverpool. He's given his word. He came out and said, I'm not going to say nothing for 10 days. But any signing, any likely signing, like this Kirkes lad. Now there's other teams after him. The signing him. Jan, he Mings. Who Mings? I haven't heard that word for it. And there's a player named Mings as well, isn't there? Mings just cleared off the line. Mingsy. The best song was Rockin' All Over the World, as John Fogerty wrote the song and sounded of it. Go away. Did he like that? IBR, did he like that? I thought it was quote. Rockin' all over the world. I'll tell you who wrote something, and you don't have to Google it, because I'm telling you now. Do you know Needles and Pins? I saw her today. I saw her face. What a face I know. Hey, do you know who wrote that? I interviewed Mike Pinder on here. And I said, who wrote that song? One of the lads wrote that. The searches. He said it was Sonny Bono. Not Sonny Bono. Sonny and Cher. Sonny Bono. Not him. Not him. That's Sonny. Yes, Sonny Bono. Not that cracker Irish fella. John Emmings. So that's 2 million, 2 minutes. I don't know. I'm thrilled. John Emmings, all talk, but all the title. I can't count. I don't know what you're on about, so. Oh, Toscana. Great chat tonight, and it's fun seeing others learn a little bit of Italiano. Beautiful language, though. I'm biased. I had my DNA's on 100% Italian. Me, I'm 50. With my mother. I'm the first generation Scouser, put it that way. My dad was in New Zealand. You couldn't get that far apart, could you? New Zealand, down here, Southern Hemisphere, Italia up here, and me over there. Oh. Right, I've been on, should have seen it to try. Looks like your watch-alongs has got you more subscribers, says Edward. You've got 935 now, haven't I? 65 more now, hit the 1K. Brian, good evening, lads. Why are you all smiling? You think we had won the league or something? Up the Reds, lads. It's circus time again with FSG. How many will we get? And yeah, first week, yeah. Then boys, how many out? Yes. It's the man, lady of the night here. You're right there. You're right there, Brian. How many in, how many out? Good to see you anyway, Brian. Edward, Frankie watch along or better than the game. Yo, Edward, I turn the commentary off and listen to Frank Jordan. I'll be watching United. The same kick-off for everyone, as it is on there. God, I'm itchy, you know. Let's see, I've got the itches again under my nostrils. If, and a big if we got Verts, do we play him as a false nine? As for me, here's a David Silva, Coutinho mix. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, I agree there. And you can't go wrong with David Silva or Coutinho. I think he's brilliant. I'd be made up if we got him. And I said the same thing about Caravashale. I'd be made up if we got it. And we got no one. We got Federico. Unfortunate. Toscana, love. Italy, been 18 times. The people are great, and I love the language and everything about Italy, says the Anfield Road. I've been, believe it or not, I've been to Pompeii, you know, because I lectured about the Roman Empire on no less than 46 occasions, and you'll always find something new. Pompeii. And I love it. I wish I was able to go. I'll fucking be there next week. Jan, Frank, where are you from? I'm from here. Liverpool. I know that, you know, I've got a posh voice. And you think I'm like, you know, speak like the King's language. Hello. How are you? But I'm from here. My mother's from Naples. And my dad's from New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand. That's my life story in one. Does that mean, Frank, you can do the okey cokey whilst eating? Yeah, the akka, yeah. And that. I'll do all that. Especially before I go to bed. That's why I live on my own. Shouldn't have said that, should I? I'm going like the little speeds. Well, in my case, 2 little sticks. When my relatives, says Toscana, come over to the UK, I always take them over to Liverpool, and they love the place. And always say how friendly the Scousers are. Come here anytime. Here to me. Come here to me. Visit me. My address. And you're right on the periphery of the city centre where I live. Right on the city centre. Who do you think goes, Frank? I'd say Nunes, Keller, Elliott, Tsimikas, Defo, Jota, Diaz, and probably Gomez. I think I don't know about Jota, staying. I'd love Diaz to stay. I wouldn't mind Gomez to stay, but now he's in that such fragility. Any sort of injury, he's out for months. And it's we need players that could give us 90 minutes and less injuries. So he's injured. Jota the same. But yeah, Keller's going, Elliott's going, Tsimikas is going. Tsimikas is going to Leeds. And Nunes, God knows where he's going. People are trying to say, swap him for that Alvarez. Plus cash. I don't know. Toscana. Anfield, they are Milan and Juve fans, and they love the tour of Anfield. Juve and Milan. I support Napoli, obviously, and Inter. And I'll never forget AC for what they did. They stopped the game after Hillsborough for 1 minute. After 2 minutes, they stopped the game. Their game, I don't know who they were playing. And this is in the San Siro. Stopped the game. And for 1 minute, and you never walk alone came on. I bet a lot of people don't know that. No, you're not going to, please, Toscana, this is true. That's what I wanted to be, an archaeologist. I wanted to be, that was my dream, that was my ambition. And I could have been one. Went away, come back, and they wasn't doing the syllabus. And then I was walking away from uni altogether. I just more, and this old professor, he said, "Don't walk away." I said, I only wanted to do this. Sit down, just have a cup of tea with me. He's a lovely man, though. He's well gone, though, well dead. So anyway, I sat down and sipping a tea. And he said, "Will you promise me one thing?" And he said, "Will you just say yes or no right now?" I said, "Yeah, I'll promise." He said, "Sit there for 5 minutes. I'm just going somewhere. I'll be back. 5 minutes. Will you promise me you'll be there when I come back?" I said, "Yeah." Came back with this lecturer. A lady, double first at Oxford, but she only taught about the Roman Empire. And because my ambition was to go and work in Pompeii. I didn't want to do any Egyptology or anything. Didn't want any of that. And that's why I took up the Roman, Classico Romano. That's what I took up. Tell your cousin, I could have been there. Well, retired now, but that way. Lucky Toscana. Lucky. That you have regrets in life, and that's one of them. That's one of them. This pain. Elbow. Just below the elbow. Franco needs to hang a punch bag off for the live matches. Tolero's anger. when we conceded a goal, or when Nunes missed another sit. And he's on Monday of the night, isn't he, IBR? When Mo missed that. Missed it. The Anfield. That's a laugh. I had to laugh. Just read that Christian Pulisic wants to be left out of the national team call-ups because he is tired. These footballers disgust me. Overpaid fairies. Pulisic. To be honest, if I was an American, I'd do the same. Just imagine, if I'd have been a footballer, I could have played for Italy or been an All Black, but I don't like rugby. I don't mind rugby union, the All Blacks. I think I would have played for Italy though, because I don't support England. Our kids used to say, why don't you support England? I said, I don't want to support the Azores. Italy, Italia, Forza Italia. Johan. Frank, you should bring Toscana's cousin on for a conspiracy show. I'm sure. Do you know what? That would be brilliant, that. Oh, I've got UFOs tomorrow as well, but I've got to talk about Romania. Fucking thing. You know, this European Union. But I'm going to show some things. I've got that fella. He's not coming on tomorrow, unfortunately. But I've got a ufologist on. He's brilliant, this fella. Not tomorrow, though, unfortunately. But I am going to show some things. UFOs tomorrow. But it's mostly about the EU. It's shocking what they get up to. Shocking. When's your next show after Sunday, Frank? I'm on the air Sunday in town, says the King. You're on the air on Sunday. Well, what about Monday as well? What about Monday? Oh, so you won't be with us on. I see. I think it will be Tuesday night. Tuesday night, King. I'll be doing a history show. This is an history. I don't know what I'll be doing. But anyway, it'll be Tuesday night. Tuesday. Frank, you should bring Toscana's cousin up. Yeah. Oh, what is that you said? That's it, man. Yeah, that's good, that, Johan. I think Gomez stays, Canate gets sold, and possibly Quansah, says the IBRs. Yeah, Quansah might go. You get a few bob on him, because he costs nothing to him. Toscana, says the Anfield. It's not a scratch on the streets of Italy, though beautiful country, Venezia. My favourites. I enjoyed Roma and Milan. Also, you want to try and get to Verona. I love Verona. And I went to the amphitheatre there, and I seen what did I say? I seen Macbeth in Italian 1 year, and Aida opera a couple of years later. Love Aida. Seeing their big opera. You know what, the amphitheatre? Fantastic. Frank, I've asked you this before, but I forgot it. The Italian names for Inter, Rossoneri as well. That's right. Well, that's AC, Rossoneri. But you know what? You know, like you've got the likes of other teams. You've got the likes of other teams that they look at Juve, believe it or not. I'm sorry, Johan, but just bear me out on this, fella. You know the way Man United were looked at? Everybody hated them. But it's Liverpool now. Well, Juve is hated just like Liverpool is hated, you know, by the rest of the country for some reason. Franco, Indiana Jones. Franco, he was a great player in Totti. And you know what? Very loyal. Oh, they are. Look. Yeah, that's an area. And there is early. Yeah. There, black and white, black and blue, black and white, red and white. The Edwards. Are you tomorrow? Yeah, didn't I say that? No, Razori. No, Razori. Didn't I say that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on tomorrow, Edward. Totti played for years. Yeah, he did. He did. The thing is, you see, with Totti, he's a great player. But he was loyal to Roma. Very loyal. Some great players, Roberto Di Baggio, Del Piero, Totti. There's an amphitheatre in my dad's hometown. Luca, yeah, Luca. And that's what Puccini was from. They've got a big plaque of him in the square, haven't they, in Luca? Puccini. Been to his, go away, have you? And it's just left there, go away. Oh, you're like me, you, Toscana, because on the Spanish Steps, at the very bottom, you've got where Percy Bysshe Shelley, if you're looking up, you know, on your left, you've got Percy Bysshe Shelley. Right at the bottom, lived there. Right at the bottom of the steps on the left. And on the right, you had John Keats. And I've been in their 2 homes in Rome. Cheers, lads. Cheers, Brian. See, you've got the itches now. And Edward, loyal like Gerrard, yeah. Steven Gerrard, yeah. Loyal like him. Well, I'm going to end. Thank you, Toscana. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Anfield. Thank you, Edward. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Totti. Thank you, Totti. Thanks, everybody. The Anfield Road. I don't know where the Red Bears was tonight. Thank you, King, Johan, IBR, everybody. I like that. Janimings. All talk, but all the title, says the Emperor's Law. I can't count, he says. I like that. So it's just for me to say big thank you for keeping me company, and not just keeping me company, but also waiting for me because I had a bit of trouble. Paul Milligan. Sorry, Frank, I'm later than a Graham Souness tackle. Oh, Paul's I'm going. This is a finish, I'm absolutely done in. Brian, see you Sunday, Frank, mate. You never walk alone, lads. Thank you. Grazie, Franco. Great evening. Love my history and footy, says the lovely Toscana. Grazie mille. Buonasera. Buonanotte, caro mio Toscana. Johan, take care, Frank and legends. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Johan. I'll hit him tomorrow, actually, because I don't like corruption anywhere in the world. The worst I hate is politics corruption. Politics. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, not all. I know that some of you won't be there, but I know a few will be there. And even Stephen Gerrard. Thank you. And hopefully see some of you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Adamani, as they say. Adamani. Ci vediamo. Ciao. Ciao, Bella.